नाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। You are reading from 5th canto, 1st chapter, 35 verse number 35. Very beautiful verse. नैवं विधा पुरुषकारौरुक्रमस्य Hare Krishna. Naivam vidha purusakaraurukramasya Naivam vidha purusakaraurukramasya Pumsam tadangri rajasa jita sadgunana Pumsam tadangri rajasa jita sadgunana Chitram vidura vigata sakrudatadita Chitram vidura vigata sakrudatadita Yannamadheyam adhuna sajahati bandham Yannamadheyam adhuna sajahati bandham Naivam vidha purusakaraurukramasya Pumsam tadangri rajasa jita sadgunana Chitram vidura vigata sakrudatadita Yannamadheyam adhuna sajahati bandham
Naivam vida purushakaraurakramasya Pumsam tadangri rajasa jitat sadgunam Chitram vidura vigata sakrida daditata Yannamadeyam adhuna sajat bandham
Yannamadheyam adhuna sajahati bandham
Naivam vida purushakaraurakramasya
Naivam vida purushakaraurakramasya
Pumsam तदाङ्घ्रिरजसजित सद्गुणानां
पुंसां तदङ्घ्रिरजसाजितसद्गुणानां
चित्रं विदुरवगत सकृदादिगीता
चित्रं विदुरविगता सकृदादभीता
नामदेहम् अधुना स जहाति बन्धम्
यन्नामधेयमधुना स जहाति बन्धम्
नैवं विदा पुरुषाकार उरुक्रमस्य
नैवं विदा पुरुषकार उरुक्रमस्य
पुंसां तदङ्घ्रिरजसाजित सद्गुणानां
पुंसां तदङ्घ्रिरजसाजितसद्गुणानां
चित्रं विधुरविगता सकृदा दधीता
चित्रं विदुरविगता सकृदादधीता
यन्नामधेयं अधुना स जहाति बन्धम्
यन्नामधेयमधुना स जहाति बन्धम्
नैवं विदा पुरुषकार उरुक्रमस्य
नैवं विदा पुरुषकार उरुक्रमस्य
पुंसां तदङ्घ्रिरजसाजित सद्गुणानां
पुंसां तदङ्घ्रिरजसाजितसद्गुणानां
चित्रं विदुरविगता सकृदादधीता
चित्रं विदुरविगता सकृदादधीता
नामधेयमधुना स जहाति बन्धम्
यन्नामधेयमधुना स जहाति बन्धम्
नैवं विदा पुरुषकार उरुक्रमस्य
नैवं विदा पुरुषकार उरुक्रमस्य
पुंसां तदङ्घ्रिरजसाजित सद्गुणानां
पुंसां तदङ्घ्रिरजसाजितसद्गुणानां
चित्रं विदुरविगता सकृदादिगीता
चित्रं विदुरविगता सकृदादधीता
नामधेयं मधुना स जहाति बन्धम्
यन्नामधेयमधुना स जहाति बन्धम्. Word meaning, translation and Prabhupada by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Na,
Not.
evam vidha, like that, Purushakara, personal influence,
Urukramasya,
of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Pumsam, of the devotees, Sadangri, of his lotus feet, Rajasa, by the dust, Jita Satgurana, who have conquered the influence of the 6 kinds of material waves. Chitra, wonderful, Vidura, Vigata, the 5th great person, or the untouchable, Sakru, only once, Adadita, if he utters, Yat, whose Namadheyam, holy name, Adhuna, immediately, Sa, he, Jahati, gives up, Bandham, material bondage. My dear king, a devotee who has taken shelter of the dust from the lotus feet of the Lord can transcend the influence of the 6 material waves, namely hunger, thirst, lamentation, illusion, old age, and death. And he can conquer the mind and 5 senses. However, this is not wonderful for a pure devotee of the Lord, because even a person beyond the jurisdiction of the 4 castes, in other words, an untouchable, is immediately relieved of bondage to material existence if he utters the holy name of Lord even once. Sukadeva Goswami was speaking to Maharaj Parikshit about the activities of King Priyavrata. Since the king might have doubts about these wonderful uncommon activities, Sukadeva Goswami reassured him, my dear king. He said, don't be doubtful about the wonderful activities of Priyavrata. For a devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, everything is possible because the Lord is known as Urukrama. Urukrama is a name of Lord Vamandev, who performed the wonderful act of occupying the 3 worlds with 3 footsteps. Lord Vamanadev requested 3 pieces of land from Maharaj Bali. And when Maharaj Bali agreed to grant them, the Lord immediately covered the entire world with 2 footsteps. And for his 3rd step, he placed his foot on Bali Maharaj's head. Sri Chaitanya Goswami says, Chalayasi vikramane valimapita bhavanam Padanakha nirajanita jana bhavana Kesavakrita vamana rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare. All glories to Lord Keshava, Lord of the universe, who take away everything inauspicious for the devotees. Oh wonderful Vamanadev, you tricked the great demon Bali Maharaj by your steps. The water that touched the nails of your lotus feet, when you pierce through the covering of the universe, purifies all living entities in the form of the river Ganges. Since the Supreme Lord is all powerful, he can do things that seem wonderful for a common man. Similarly, a devotee who has taken shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord can also do wonderful things unimaginable to a common man by the grace of the dust of those lotus feet. And the Mahaprabhu therefore teaches us to take shelter of the Lord's lotus feet. Einam natanuja kinkaram patitamam visame bhavam budho Kripaya tava pada pankaya stitaduri satrusam vichintaya. O son of Nanda Maharaj, I am your eternal servant, yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of birth, ocean of death, and place me as one of the atoms of your lotus feet. Lord Chaitanya teaches us to come in touch with the dust of the Lord's lotus feet, for then there will be undoubtedly all success. Because of the material body, every living entity in material existence is always disturbed by sad guna, 6 waves: hunger, thirst, lamentation, illusion, invalidity, and death. Furthermore, another sadguna are the mind and the 5 sense organs. Not to speak of a sanctified devotee, even a chandala, an outcast who is untouchable, is immediately freed from the material bondage if he utters the holy name of the Lord even once. Sometimes if caste brahmanas argue that unless one changes his body, he cannot be accepted as a brahmana. For since the present body is obtained as a result of past actions, one who has in the past acted as a brahmana takes part in a brahmana family. Therefore, the content without such a brahminical body, one cannot be accepted as a brahmana. Herein it is said, however, even Vidura Vigata, a chandala, a 5th class untouchable, is freed if he utters the holy name even once. Being freed means that he immediately changes his body. Sanatana Goswami confirms this. Yatha kanchanatam yati kamsam rasa vidhanatam tatha diksha vidhanena dvijatvam jayate nunam. When a person, even though a chandala, is initiated by a pure devotee into chanting of the holy name of the Lord, his body changes as follows, as he follows the instruction of the spiritual master. Although one cannot see how his body has changed, we must accept on the grounds of the authoritative statements of the Shastras that he changes his body. This is to be understood without arguments. This verse clearly says, Jahati Bandham. He gives up his material bondage. The body is a symbolic representation of material bondage according to one's karma. Although sometimes we cannot see the gross body changing, chanting the holy name of the Supreme Lord immediately changes the subtle body. And because the subtle body changes, the living entity is immediately freed from material bondage. After all, changes of the gross body are conducted by the subtle body. After the destruction of the gross body, the subtle body takes the living entity from his present gross body to another. In the subtle body, the mind is predominant, and therefore if one's mind is always absorbed in remembering the activities or the lotus feet of the Lord, he is to be understood to have already changed his present body and become purified. Therefore, it is irrefutable that a chandala or any fallen or low-born person can become a brahmana simply by the method of bona fide initiation. Om Tat Sat. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamainam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakanitam Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschadeshatare Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyavevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurajise Namah. Panchatattvatmakam Krishna Bhaktarupa Sarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami
Bhaktashaktikam.
He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for joining our Sunday feast. Srimad Bhagavatam class. It's by the causeless mercy of Srila Prabhupada, by his infinite compassion, we have been given this nectarian scripture to meditate on, and Sarva Vedanta Sarami Sri Bhagavatam Tatra Samrat Patrasya Nayatra Pratikaj. Yes, this is the essence of all the Shastras. And this is all auspiciousness. And yes, the month of Damodar is a Urja month. Urja month. And like, this is filled with the potency of Urjeswari, Srimati Radharani. And this auspicious month of Urjeswari, Srimati Radharani, we take center of Srimad Bhagavatam. What else can be more glorious? What can be more auspicious than this? Yes, we don't realize what is the fortune we are having to come together and to hear this transcendental message of Srimad Bhagavatam with commentary from all the Acharyas and Srila Prabhupada. Here, we have been discussing about the activities of Maharaj Priyavrata. In the last canto, fourth canto, we heard about King Uttanapad and his dynasty, like Dhruv Maharaj, Vachetas, and when there was a period of vacancy in the post of Manu. At that point of time, like they remembered Priyavrata was the brother of Tanpa. Oh, he had left everything, to follow the path of devotional service. But now there is emergency. Somebody has to take care of this post of Manu. So let's call him. And then with this request of Lord Brahma, he comes back and he does his duty, and then he realizes that now I have done my duty. Now we have already built up a good succession plan. Next leader is there to come up, and he is there to take it over. Let me now once again take the lotus feet of the Lord and surrender myself. Once Parikshit Maharaj, he heard this, and he said, Sukdev Goswami, wait. I have some questions for you. What? The first question is that a devotee who has completely dedicated himself at the lotus feet of the Lord, why he has to come back to once again to Grihastha ashram? He has to take up the responsibilities, material responsibilities. And then we heard that the second question is that we heard that to come out of this material bondage is very difficult. It's very difficult. And how King Priyavrata, who had everything, so much of power, so much of opulence, so much of everything, right? Whatever a person would desire for, how could he leave everything and once again taken to the path of devotional service, surrendered everything at the lotus feet of the Lord? Isn't it a very wonderful question for all of us also to meditate? There's a lot to learn. Prati sloke prati akshare nana artha. So from each of the verses, from each of the words, we can learn so many things. Especially for us, as we come to bhakti, we first demand the Lord, oh Lord, I need some hope. थोड़ा कुछ चाहिए भगवान, थोड़ा सा अच्छा नौकरी दिला दीजिए, give us a nice family, or good some conducive environment for me, so that I can do bhakti. And then as we progress further, then we realize that yes, now we have a good amount of like bank balance, we have good family members, and like whatever puja la pratishtha I have, I need to leave everything now, right? Now I just take the complete shelter of the Lord. Like at that point of time, in initial stage, once again, that we are not talking about the devotees who have practiced for decades, with so much of maturity, but initially, right? What they do? Let's leave the job, let's leave the family, and they try to run away from their responsibilities. That's how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching through Ramanadas Goswami. When Ramanadas Goswami, he approached initially, right, to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he said, Raghunath, and he's saying that don't be markad vairagya. Markad vairagya chada, boli visay bhava, like ante nishtha karo bahya loka vyavahar. He said that, yes, you do your devotional service internally, but bahya loka vyavahar, like at this point of time, you have some responsibility. You do the needful. Don't escape from your responsibilities. And then, as the devotee moves forward, asking for the opulence from the Lord, then artificially renouncing, acting as a premature Paramahamsa Vaishnava, directly doing a PhD. And then he sees that, okay, oh Lord, now I understand that irrespective, whatever the circumstances, whether I have opulence or I don't have opulence, it really doesn't matter. what I really need is bhakti. If you really plan that, I have a good job or I have a good family or not so good, whatever way, my aim is to get closer to your lotus feet. Somehow or other, I have come into this association of the devotee. This is my greatest fortune. Let me take advantage of it as much as possible. Right? There, I said that okay, Manasa Deha, joke which more, oh Lord, whatever I have, it's all yours. Sincerity, right? That really matters. Like how, what is my sincerity of purpose? I really focus on that. And then, as we progress, right, further from there, then we come to a stage, yes, somehow with Lord's mercy, we are getting so many things, and then he gets scared. He gets scared of what? Just like Vasudev Datta. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was going through this South India pastime, South India Yatra, and he went to the Kurma place, he delivered this Kurma Brahmana, and then he embraced that Vasudeva the leper, that Kushta Ravi. And once Lord embraced that Vasudeva the leper, his body became so beautiful, so fragrant. And at that point of time, Vasudeva got really scared. Oh Lord, everybody knows me as a Vasudeva the leper, the Kushta Rogi. And now you have transformed me. Now I will think that yes, I am the recipient of the mercy of Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has really showered his mercy. And your name also will be known as, the person who has really delivered Vasudeva leper. Your name will be attached with my name. With that I will develop a lot of ahankar, a lot of false ego. Oh Lord, I don't want, I don't want to really get trapped once again with my false ego. Let that false ego, let's not drag it, to this material world again. Please, take me away. Of course, Mahaprabhu gives him the message that, as he had given to Kurma Brahmana, Kabuna Vadive Tomar Vishaya Taranga Punaravi Itane Pave Mohrasanga. Oh, that he had given to Kurma Brahmana, he had also said the same thing, to Vasudeva leper, please, always chant the holy name of the Lord. Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Nirantar Naam. Once you continue to chant the holy name of the Lord and share this message, of the Hare Krishna with each and every one, nothing will affect you. Whether these dualities, this good and bad, success or victory, honor and dishonor, pain and pleasure, nothing will affect you. And that's the mood of a devotee, that he really gets scared. Or even, we hear of Kunti Maharani also. When everything, was said, the battle was over, right? When Kunti said, oh, you see, Lord, when we had so much of problems again and again, you are with us, but now we have so much of like this kingdom and so much of opulence. Now you are leaving us. I see that. I'm really scared of it. What will happen? Without your absence. That's all. The most difficult prayer that we can think of. What he is praying? Vipada Santuta Saswat Datra Tatra Jagat Guru Bhavatam Darsanaya Cha Apunar Bhavadarshana. Oh Lord, let that misery come again and again. So that with that misery, we'll call you again. Once you call again, and then we'll have your darshan. Because once we have your darshan, Apunar Bhavadarshana. We don't have to come back again. So a devotee is really scared, right? As we progress in this process of devotional service, all this puja, lava, pratishtha, that should not really drag us down further. His only focus is that I just want to have my mind completely attached to your lotus feet. How? Just like Pratim Udhvatadaga, Ganga Ivo Ogham Udannoti. Like this, Ganga is constantly uninterrupted, without any obstruction, right? Unconditionally, it is flowing to this ocean, And similarly, let my mind, completely focus at your lotus feet. How that is the mood that as we progress, it really doesn't matter that whether we have something or we don't have anything. But most importantly, that when we have something, like Srila Prabhupada says that I was tested twice by the Lord. Once, Lord took away everything from me, and then later, Lord gave everything to me. But always, I was taking center of the Supreme Lord Hari. And then, as he goes further, he realizes that the only opulence that I would really like to have is what? Any guess? What a devotee would really like to have? The only opulence.
Devotee association.
Yes. All of you are dhanavans, jnanavans. Like yes. The only, that's what we see, all the prayers, right, in the Dhruv Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, they have the darshan of the Lord, they get, everything, right? And the only thing they are really asking for is that, oh Lord, just keep us under, the center of your devotees. Just give us the association so that we continue to hear the wonderful glories, this Nam Rup Murila of the Lord. That is the only opulence of a devotee. Our opulence, we don't realize what we have, the association of the devotee, the sadhu sangha. It is really, the greatest fortune. But we are so unfortunate that we are not realizing it. So, in this verse specifically, it really glorifies the dust of the lotus feet of the Lord. And today, all of you blessed, we can discuss something about what are the glories of the dust of the lotus feet. And what does it mean to take shelter of the dust of the lotus feet of the Lord? And how to attain that dust of the lotus feet? Pumsam tadangri rajasa jitasad guna. Once you receive the dust of the lotus feet, then what happens? Jitasad gunana. We really conquer over this sad guna. What is the sad guna? Prabhupada talks about there are two meanings there. One meaning is that how he is really free from this six sajahati bandham, like he talks about this hunger, thirst, lamentation, illusion, invalidity, and death. And also the six gunas are also how to be free from all the five sense organs and mind. And of course, for us, once you think of the lotus feet means, especially once you come to the temple, earlier when you used to go to the temple, once we enter the temple, we remember our lotus feet. How? कोई चप्पल तो नहीं ले लिया. That is the consciousness we have. Okay, Mandir jao, once enter the temple and come back quickly. One time what happened, one person, he really, it was a big temple and he really lost it. And then he went inside the temple, to tell the Lord, oh Lord, मैं आपके द्वार आया था, आपके दर्शन के लिए आया था, and see what happened, a small insignificant temple that I had, that also I lost it. He was telling his friend, I will go and blast the Lord today. And then he went, and once again he had gone for darshan and he was trying to see And then he had darshan, and then he didn't say anything, and he came back. And then his friend asked, "What happened? Why didn't you tell the Lord? Like you were saying that you were so angry." I went there and I saw that even Lord didn't have a chappal. He's also, his lotus feet is also doesn't have soup. What can I ask who doesn't have? Right, so because our consciousness is always aham and mama. You are always thinking of my-centric, mama-centric, I-centric, mind-centric. But a devotee, he is, what is the quality of a devotee? Dheyam sada paribhavagnam avishtodavam Tirthaspadam siva virinchinutam saranyam Mrityartiham pranatapala bhavavipotam Vande mahapurusate charanari vandam. So here Karvajana Muni is saying that how a devotee is dheyam sada. He always meditating on the lotus feet of the Lord. Paribhavagnam avistodaham, it really takes away all the insult, all the miseries of this world. Avistodaham, it gives all the desires, all the desires are get fulfilled through that lotus feet. And Tirthaspadam, that is the abode of all the pilgrimages. Tirthaspadam siva virinchininam sarantam, and that lotus feet. To get that mercy of that lotus feet, even Shiva and Brahma, they are really aspiring for it. Vrityartiham, that lotus feet takes care of the servants of the Lord who has really taken center of them. Pranatapala, yes, who has taken center of that lotus feet, he really takes care of them. Bhavabhipotam, and that lotus feet is also like a boat. It helps us in crossing over this material ocean. Vande mahapurusate charana ravinda. Yes, to that lotus feet, we would always meditate. And that's the instruction of Karvajana Muni to the king Devi. Because before that, he talks about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And this is the glories of Mahaprabhu, this 11.5.33. Though we are just trying to understand the glories of the lotus feet of the Lord, how can we understand those glories of Lord or His lotus feet, which is unlimited, Ananta? When Lord doesn't understand He Himself, that's why Vilavam Thakur is saying that. Aravindena padaravindam Mukharavinde vinivesayantam Adasya patrasya putesayanam Malam mukundam manasasmarami. Beloved Thakur is praying that I really meditate on that Bala Mukunda, it's Bala Mukunda Stakam. He's saying that to that Bala Mukunda, who is really lying on this Vatapatra, that leaf. And what is he doing? Karara Vinde Padara Vindam. He has taken his lotus feet with his lotus hand and putting it in lotus mouth. Isn't it beautiful? Karara Vinde Padara Vinda Mukhara Vinde Vinivesayanta. Lord is trying to test, all the devotees, they are so fond of, they have so much of aspiration, to really attain this mercy of my lotus feet. What is there? Let me little test it. Let me also test it. What is there? what exactly is really coming out from that. And especially His Holiness Gopal Maharaj, he always used to sing the very beautiful, bhajan before starting his Bhagavatam class. He's saying that Paramananda he Madhava Pada Galuchi Makaranda Semakaranda Panakari Anande Bolo Hari 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 Hari. So what is that bhajan saying? He's saying that Paramananda he Madhava, oh Madhava, oh husband of the goddess of fortune. You are the Paramananda. We are not talking about Jadananda or Sargananda. Forget about all this. You are Paramananda. And Pada Galuchi Makaranda. From your lotus feet, what is coming out? Makaranda, the nectar, the honey. And he's saying to the devotees, oh, my dear devotees of the Lord, say Makaranda, Panakari. Please drink that Makaranda, that honey that is coming out from the Lord's lotus feet. And then, after drinking, what should we do? Anande bolo, Hari Hari Hari. Yes, Anande bolo, Hari Hari. Harinka nama dhari bhela, pari kori be chakadola, se chakadolanko poyore, monomoro hu nirantare. He's saying that. Once you Harinka Nama Dhari Vela, that once you chant the name of Lord Hari, that holy name is that boat. Is that boat which will really help you cross over this ocean. Yes, Chakadala and the Lord Jagannath will help you cross over this. And that Chakadala, that Lord Jagannath, let me take shelter of his lotus feet. Say Chakadala Anko Poyore. Manama raho nirantare. Let my mind be always fixed, at this lotus feet of Lord Jagannath. Manama raho nirantare. Manama nirantare raho. Ha Krishna boli jiva jao. Ha Krishna boli jao jiva. Mate uddhara radha dhava. He's praying that, oh Lord, yes, what you are asking for? Once you are praying to the lotus feet of the Lord, you must have some desire. What do you want? My only desire is what? Ha Krishna Boli Jao Jiva. Let my life air go away by chanting the name of yours. Mate Udhara Radha Dhava. Oh, beloved of Radharani, that is my only desire. So a lot of devotees, and especially in Srimad Bhagavatam, is full of these glories of the lotus feet of the Lord. Like various places, the glories of lotus feet, the dust of lotus feet are being mentioned in detail. But here, Srila Prabhupada gives this example of whom in this purport? Who remembers?
Bali Maharaj.
Yes, Prabhuji is very attentive. Yes, Prabhupada gives the example of the glories of the lotus feet of the Lord through the example of Bali Maharaj. Why Bali Maharaj? Why Bali Maharaj? Yes, Lord is Guru Krama, Lord is Trivikrama, Lord is open. Lord, he's all powerful. Like he came just a child, but he showed that how he's the eldest of the oldest. He just came as a boy, no strength, but with his already 2 feet, he had conquered right? The lower and higher planetary systems. At that time, Brahma saw that. Oh Lord, we have heard that, Patram Puspam Phalam, you are saying that, you just give a leaf and liquid of flower, you are happy. And now, this Bali, the king of Bali, he has given everything with the lower planet, everything he has given, still you are not satisfied. You are asking for the third step, समझ में नहीं आ रहा है क्या हो रहा है why you are kind of torturing him so much. At that time, Lord Vaman Devi said, what's that? Wait. What? And then Bali Maharaj says that, oh Lord, I don't have anything more. But then there is a Jamindar of Jamin. Yes, I have given all my Jamins, but Jamindar is still there. I am just surrendered at your lotus feet. Please put your third foot on my hand. Yes, he was completely bound as a prisoner. You understand? We have everything, and then everything is taken away, and still, Lord is oh Lord, how much you want to test me? How much you want to test me? From then, that's how, Lord tests through this example that how a devotee of the Lord, he doesn't ask during those tough time when he is tested, why me? Yeah, that this is for my purification, this is for my correction, this is for me to sharpen my rough edges. Right? This is for me. This is my graduation exam to go to the next level. Right? It takes that adversity as an opportunity, to get closer to the Lord. And what was the reward Lord gave, through that surrender? What is the reward Lord gave? He made him as one of the Mahajanas. We have 12 Mahajanas. Who are the 12 Mahajanas? Swayambhu Narada Sambhu Kumara Kapila Manu Prahlada Janaka Visma Balir Vaya Sakhi Vaya Bali Maharaj. Yes, nowadays people may like to have top 50 of the Forbes 500 or the billionaire who is in the top 10 list. But here, for eternity, because whoever might be in the top 10 list in the fortune, 50 or 500 or 10, right? That keep on moving. But once you are there in this 12 Mahajanas list, they are there for forever. Right? He has made him as one of the Mahajanas. Not only that, he really gave this Sutana planet, which is much more opulent than planet of Indra. Not only that, Lord, he stood as a doorkeeper to protect, to tell everybody that yes, I am the servant. Was it really symbolically, that Lord Vaman was just standing? No, just to prove that, there's a nice pastime. Once Ravan had come, I heard that, this Bali's kingdom is very opulent. Let me go and attack. And he came, and what he got? A big kick from Lord Vaman. He was thrown away hundreds of years in us. Right? Yes, Lord was there as the doorkeeper, as a servant, right? And not only to protect, also to give the eternal darshan to Vaman. And not only that, Lord said that yes, you want to get this Indra's planet, yes, you'll also get that. Lord gave him everything. With what? He came just in the disguise of asking for 3 steps. But then he gave everything to Bali Maharaj. Similarly, our acharyas are also, they are asking also for 3 things. Just take these three words. What are the three words? Yes, Hare Krishna and Ram. We know these three steps, it's so simple, it's so easy, why to do it, कुछ बड़ा मांग, कुछ बड़ा बोलो, ठीक है, हरि नाम तो ठीक है, उसके बाद और बोलो, और क्या करने का है? Just chant the holy name, just chant the holy name of the Lord. Just Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare.
After that, Lord asked Sukracharya, you see what happened to your student after he was bound and he was captured. Sukracharya must be thinking, my post is gone. Where will I get my remuneration? Oh, Sukracharya, you see how bad student he had. What kind of wrong he did. And Sukracharya replied, oh Lord, he followed you. What else can be the higher than this? Mantrasa tantrata sidram desakalara vastuda sarvam karoti nischidram yat anusankirtanam tava. So Sukracharya is saying, yes, whatever mantra tantra is there, right? Always there will be some incompleteness, right? And it is incomplete means you don't get the result. And if it is incorrect, you get negative result. And even if it is complete, you get temporary result. Right? But here, Lord is saying, you do a little bit, and Lord is there to give everything. And then, yes, whatever you might do, like this karma, jnana, and mantra, tantra, whatever you do, sarvam karoti nischidram, whatever the informations you might have there, if you just take the holy name of the Lord, anu sankirtanam tava, right? Once you, that gets really complete, that gets really purified by chanting of the holy name. That's why whatever we do, right, it has to be always accompanied with chanting of the holy name.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare.
So much to talk about the glories of the dust of the lotus feet of the Lord. Of course, we will not even touch the glories of the dust of the devotees of the Lord. Bhakta Pada Dhul, Bhakta Pada Chal. That's another Friday seminar that we can discuss. We're just talking about because as we are hearing, devotees are more powerful than the Lord Himself. That's why Srila Prabhupada says that yes, Lord Nityananda Prabhu, he delivered Jagai Madhai. And by the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, now we are delivering thousands of Jagai Madhais. And now, with the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, now his disciples and his grand disciples, they are delivering millions. Because always, parent, grandparent, they would really like to empower the next generation so that they can do more and more. Yeah. So yes, we talked about Satya Yuga. How about Treta Yuga? In Treta Yuga, anybody remembers the glories of the dust of the lotus feet? Ahalya. Yes, what is that Ahalya? She was the daughter of Brahma. Brahma wanted to have a nice groom, and then finally, it was Gautam Rishi. But then somehow or other, right, Indra always wanted to have Ahalya as to enjoy. And how he came in disguise and then he left. But then, right, Gautam Muni realized that what kind of a mistake that Ahalya did and what kind of mistake Indra did. He cursed both of them. Especially to Ahalya, he said that yes, you are so selfish, you are so self-centered, you have so much desire to enjoy, you are so hard-hearted, so you should take the quality of a stone, because that's what you want. Because if you want always me, always self-centered, right? And then Lord gives something which is so insignificant, just like stone, nobody can really even talk about it. Right? But then, the important point here is that Ahalya recognized the mistake, and then he repented, then he remembered the Lord. And then when Lord Ram was passing through that place, through Vishwamitra, they came to that ashram. Lord Ram just, with the request of Vishwamitra, just touched that stone with his lotus feet. And then Ahalya got her original form and went back to serve the Lord. And then all this pastime happens, and then they came back. Lord comes back to Ayodhya after getting married to Mother Sita and to this tree of Manthara, right? The goddess Lord, is exiled, and then he comes to this kingdom of Guha. And while from the kingdom of Guha, he was leaving and he was trying to cross over this Ganga. At that point of time, Lakshmana, as usual, he was always first to serve the Lord. He saw a boat, right, and put nice leaves and nice flowers on the boat so that Lord Ram and Mother Sita will take a seat there. And while he was just trying to put, he saw a big, loud, right! What happened? Who is calling? I'm just trying to serve the Lord. And then Lakshmana, who is that person? And Guha got more bewildered because that is his kingdom. Right? Who is that person? He's kind of putting that obstacle. Lakshmana was ready, with his bow and arrow, and Guha was ready with this. And then they saw that there's a boatman. Boatman is saying, wait. What are you trying to do? You are just about to do something which is most dangerous thing that will happen to me. Right? Lord Ram looked back and he smiled. What happened? No. I know the mystery of your lotus feet. What is the mystery? Right? We have heard that whatever touches your lotus feet, that becomes a woman. I am a poor person in the world. I have this is only my sustenance. And if that will go away and if I'll get one more girl, what should I do? Right, and Lord understood that trick. And Lord also was remembering how that in his previous birth, he was a tortoise in the Khir Sagar. And while Mother Lakshmi was massaging the leg of Lord Vishnu, that tortoise was thinking, there's a pinkish, like hill, but it looks like a lotus flower. Let me go and touch, jumping. Mother Lakshmi saw that, what a kind of a tortoise trying to touch, my Lord's lotus feet, just kind of neglecting and throwing. And now, this boatman, right? He came, and what he's doing, oh Lord, please, give me the opportunity, right? So that I will now take out all the dust, because the dust is the problem. Because whatever touches this dust, right? It becomes something different. So let me take away all the dust. So he took the lotus feet of the Lord, and he's bathing again and again. And not only that, he took that water and kept it aside and drinking so blissfully. Right? And then Mother Sita was really getting okay. Next time onwards, I'll not do that mistake again. I'll not keep somebody away from the lotus feet of the Lord. Because now, what is the result? Not only this boatman, he got an opportunity to touch the lotus feet of the Lord, But got an opportunity to do, bath again and again. And not only that, got an opportunity to drink the Charana Amrita of the Lord. Right? That's how Lord showers the causeless mercy. Right? If somebody is so eager to receive the mercy. Yes, there are so many beautiful glories of the Lord. How Bhaktivinoda Thakur is also praying. Eko na bujino Prabhu Tomara charana Asoka bhayamruta Sarva Purna Sarva Khana Asoka bhayamruta. This lotus feet can give Soka, Soka and Bhaya, it gets relieved, from the Soka and Bhaya, and it really sours the nectar. Mahaprabhu ki jai. Osoka Bhayamrita, Purna Sarvakhana, it really sours all the mercy. Yes, it removes all the ignorance, and it really delivers everything. That's one of the the signs at the lotus feet of the Lord. There are 19 signs are there, 11 on the right, lotus foot, and 8 on the left. One of them is Trikona. Trikona means it delivers all the living entities of the Tribhuvana, all the animals, living entities, and even the devatas. And also it really helps all the living entities from Trayatapa, from 3 kinds of places. Yes, let's quickly go to Gopal Yuga. In Dwapar Yuga, any examples? Oh, you heard of the glories of the dust of the lotus feet. So you all hear this beautiful, the first love letter of this universe. What is that? Yes. She is praying to the Lord. Oh Lord, you have 2 problems, and I have 2 problems. What the 2 problems you have are so beautiful, and your qualities are so wonderful, right? And that's what I have heard. And what is my problem? My problem is that my ears, and you have given me these ears, to hear these wonderful pastimes, and you have given me these eyes, right, to see the beauty of yours, And what can I do now? And now I just want you only, nobody else. Because he's saying that the 10th canto, 52 chapter, verse number 43. He said, Yangri pankajaraja snapanam mahanta vanchanti umapati vatmatamo pahangri Yahi ambujaksanalabhai bhavad prasadam Jayhama sunratakrasan satajanma bhisya. He's saying that, oh Lord, I would not mind, satajanma bhisya, to take even hundreds of birth, to receive bhavad prasada, to receive your mercy. Because even Umapati, Lord Shiva, to get this energy, to get the power of Tama Apahatyai, to remove the ignorance of this world, he prays to your lotus feet. Yasyangri Pankaj Raja Snapanam. Because they want to get bathed with Yasyangri. Angri means Pada, Raja, the dust of your lotus feet. They want to get bathed. Right? And I am so insignificant. How can I really aspire you? Right? Yes, and for that I would not mind to take hundreds of lifetimes. You see, there's a quality of a devotee. At a neophyte stage, we demand. Oh, if God is there, He has to appear right in front of me. If God is there, He has to give me the test right away. Right. But a devotee of the Lord, he feels that I am always not qualified. Who am I to receive He understands, oh, my mind is so fickle, my conviction is so fragile, my concept of the philosophy is so fallible. He understands, what is our insignificance. I'm just a Anu, and I'm just trying for the Vibhu, right? He understands. And that is a quality. And yes, the dust of the lotus feet can really remove all the ignorance. But then what is really required? What is really required from our side? How to make ourselves eligible to receive the dust of the lotus feet? What do you think?
Humility.
Huh?
Humility.
Humility, yes. What else? Yes, because usually once you talk about the feet, it is the lowest things of a body. You really walk around everywhere, right? Looking towards somebody's lotus feet means you are making yourself humble. Yes. What else?
Chanting with humility. Chanting with humility.
Chanting with humility. Yes. What else?
Mercy of the devotee.
Mercy of the devotee. Very good. Very good.
Seva. Seva.
Seva. Wonderful. Yes. All of you are qualified. So, Nagapatnis, they are getting wonderstruck. How come our husband, who doesn't have all these qualities of seva bhav, right, of humility, right, and he was so envious. How come he received the dust of yours? Nakama, like he's saying that that beautiful word. What is that? Kasyanubhava. Kasyanubhavasya nadeva vidmahe tavangrirenu sparsadhikaram yadvanchaya sri lalanacharam tapo vihaya kaman shuchiram drudha prata. Sri, Mother Lakshmi, especially in Belvan. How many of you have gone to Belvan? Yeah. Especially on this Brajmandal Parikrama circle. On this Kartik month. Yes, we can just go on. In the Belvan, we see that Mother Lakshmi is doing austerities. Usually Mother Lakshmi, how do you see? Like, she's always giving mercy and right, and giving all the opulence. But in Belvan, how we see there? Opening obeisance. That praying and to enter into the Vrindavan, to the Raslila. Yes, she is praying to enter. How Mother Lakshmi, she is not able to get the dust of your lotus feet, and how this Naga, this Kaliya got that mercy. Of course, Lord says that yes, somehow or other, if somebody is attached to a devotee, this Naga Patnis, you are so wonderful, you are so devoted, because he is attached to you. Yes, he got that mercy. But then now, Lord Krishna is saying, oh, like this Joni of Sarpa is considered most abominable. Now you got this, now my blessings, right? And now I'll give you something wonderful. Please ask me, Kaliya, and all this, what you want. And at that point of time, this Nagapatnis, they are saying and representing everybody and also Kaliya. They are saying, Nanaka prishtam na sarva bhomam na parameshtyam na rasadhipatyam na yoga siddhi na punarbhavam va vanchanti yat padarajo prapanna. Oh Lord, what a, what will ask? Na kam, like we don't want anything, not this kingdom of this earthly planet, nor of the heavenly planet. No yoga siddhi, no any of mystic power, because we have received the most opulent, the supreme treasure. What? Yatpada Raja Prapanna, because we have received the dust of your. Yes. For us, Prabhupada is saying that just like Lord danced on the foots of Kaliya, Lord is also appearing in our tongue in the form of the name of the Lord. We have to just hold on to it. We have to just continue to chant the holy name of the Lord. Yes. That is the only thing required to receive the dust. And of course, one more way is either through chanting of the holy name of the Lord or hearing the holy fame of the Lord. Another devotee, Prithu Maharaj, he is praying. Na kamaena yadapi aham kochin nayatra yusma charanam bhujasava. He is saying that, oh Lord, after that pastime in fourth canto, we read about that pastime, and during that discussion with Indra and Prithu Maharaj, while he was performing this 100 sacrifice, right? And when Lord appeared at that point of time, Lord is saying, oh, tell me, what do you need? And Prithu Maharaj is saying, oh Lord, I don't need anything else. I don't need anything. Where I am bereft of Nayatra Yusma Charanam Bhuja Asava. Wherever there is no nectar available that is coming from your lotus feet. I just want to get intoxicated with that beverage that is coming out from your lotus feet. And just to drink that beverage, I need millions of cups. So Prithu Maharaj want to be a drunkard. He's saying that Mahatamanta Hrudayan Mukhochuto Vidhat Sakarnayutam Esamevara. Give me this vara. What? Karnayutam. Give me millions of years. Through that cup, I want to drink more and more and more. So he doesn't want to be a millionaire. He wants to have million years. But Prabhupada is saying, at least first try to use your 2 years. Lord has given. Let's use our 2 years properly. I'm only dedicating our life only hearing the Nam Rup Gun Lila of the Lord, not of the present form of this world. Because what is the benefit? Lord asked, why you are so much attached to hearing? And then Prithu Maharaj is answering. So, Uttama Sloka Mohan Mukhachyuta Bhavat Palamboja Sudha Kananila Smritim Punarvismrita Tattva Vartamanam Kuyoginamna Vitarati Alambare. He's saying that because in that nectar, in that beverage that is coming from our lotus feet, Sudha Kananila, it is imbued with the fragrance, that nectar, the katha that is coming from the pure devotees' lotus mouth, that is really imbued with that dust of your lotus feet. Because yes, it's not that, once you really talk about meditating on the lotus feet of the Lord, yes, Prabhupada says that unless we are accustomed to see the lotus feet of the Lord, we should not go up while taking darshan also. Prabhupada says in the teachings of Queen Kunti, right, and that Namo Pankajam Grahe verse, right? First, we should have darshan of the lotus feet of the Lord. And then we should really, approach subsequently. Not that, once you want to come for darshan of the Lord, we directly see the face of the Lord. And here, a devotee, yes, that's a physical darshan that we have. But, nitya darshan we can have through, by remembering, by hearing the nectarian pastimes of the Lord from the lotus mouth of the devotees. Because that is imbued with the dust of the lotus feet of the Lord. Sudha Kananila. And what will happen once I hear that? Smritim Punar. Right? I will revive my consciousness that I am meant for your service, then I will revive my seva vritti and vismrita, and I will forget, right, my bhoga vritti. Punar smriti punar vismrita tattva vartamana. That's what I want. I always want to revive my seva vritti and leave my bhoga vritti. Apart from that, I don't need anything else. Oh my God. Alam Varai, all are insignificant. Yes, especially in Chaitanya Charitamrita also, there is a nice discussion between Sanatana Goswami and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There also, Mahaprabhu says that my devotee, that sometimes, they come up, they are somehow attached to me, but still, they would like to ask for so many material desires. So many material desires. And but what I do, Lord is saying that very beautifully. Very beautiful discussion. He's saying that Anya kami yadi kare Krishna ra bhajan namagi deho Krishna tare deva swacharana. Krishna kahe ame bhaje mage vishaya sukha amruta chhadi visa mage ei bada murkha ami vigya ei murkhe visaya kene diva swacharana amruta diya visaya phulaiva. How? What do you understood from this? What do you understood? Anybody can understand? Yes, true. Others know.
Krishna, so we adore Krishna for materialistic desires.
Yes.
Krishna is saying that, but he's foolish, but I am not foolish.
Yes, I'm a Vidya. Lord is reminding that have faith that yes, I know what is good for you. Because most of the times we think that I am intelligent. I know Lord is powerful, but intelligent is me. I know what is good for me. So Lord should do what I ask. We have faith in Lord's power, but we do not have faith in Lord's intelligence. Lord is reminding, no, I am Vidya. I am Sarvakya. I know everything. I will give you what is good for you. And you are Murkha. So I will give you my Swacharanamrita. What Lord wants to offer us? Charanamrita. Right? And Visaya Phulaiva. Through that, you will forget the poison, the visa. How wonderful. The Lord is there to give us the mercy. But somehow or other, we are so foolish. What is really required? Once again, to receive this Lord's lotus feet, the shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. Lord is saying that two things are required. One is that somehow or other we get attached to the instruction, so Guru Charani. Unless we are accustomed ourselves to the lotus feet of the devotee, we cannot have attachment to the lotus feet. And how do you mean by attached to the lotus feet of the devotees? The lotus feet of the devotees. We have to follow the instruction of the devotees. And what is the instruction of the devotees of the Lord? The first and foremost instruction, once again, is a chant of the name of the Lord, without offense, sincerely, and serve the Vaishnavas. That's the only thing God is asking for. And that's the only message that the devotee wants to share with everybody. And nothing else. And then the rest of the things will really follow. Tata Krishna vale kare gaura sevana maya lala chote paye Krishna ra charana. Tata Krishna bhaje, just bhaja Krishna, and then kare guru ra sevana. Serve the devotee, serve the spiritual master, and maya jale chote. That's how we can really get rid of this net of internet of www. Is getting so much accustomed to wealth, women, and wine. That's what the thing we celebrate on this Damodar month. I remember in this Nalkuvar and Manipur, how they were so much attached. Though they were bathing on this Mandakini river in Kailas. What else we can ask for? They were in the most pious place, but still their consciousness was really disturbed. They were trying to enjoy, but then devotees of the Lord, they are merciful. And they share their mercy, sometimes with the curse, sometimes with the blessings. Even sometimes the curse also becomes the blessings. That's why one of the very beautiful prayer that we can really always remember, not only during this Damodar month, that I really like is this verse. Namo Deva Damo Ananta Vishnu Prasiddha Prabho Dukha Jaladhiman Kripadrishti Vrishyati Dinam Bhatanu Grihane Se Mamagyam Nitya Shri Krishna. So here Satyavrat Muni, like of course, he shares a desire that, oh Lord, I want to have your bar in the form, Gopal Bala form. But how do you get it? And then he says that, okay, I really get the mercy of the Lord only through Sankirtan of the holy names. That is the most merciful way, most approachable way. Now let me chant the names of the Lord. He chants Deva, O Supreme Lord, O Bhagavan. Damodara, who is really bound by the love of your devotees. Ananta, you are unlimited. Namo Deva, Deva, Ananta. Vishnu, you are all pervading. Deva, Damodara, Ananta, Vishnu. Prabhu, right? You are the master. But who am I? Who am I? Dukkha Janabhi Madhina. I'm a Dukhi. And not only that, I am Dina. I am most fallen. And not only that, he adds one more also. I am Agya. I'm ignorant. I'm arrogant. I am fallen. I'm just insignificant. And now you are so powerful. You are so merciful. And then I am so insignificant. Now you do something like to balance. Not I don't want everything, but now Kripa Drishti, Kripa Drishti kijiye. Kripa Drishti Vrishyati Dinam Bhatanu. That's what, always, the prayer means three components. We really glorify the Supreme Lord. We say how insignificant we are. And then we pray to the Lord, please give us your mercy. Please give us, the love of Godhead. Please give us the association of the devotees of the Lord. Because that's the opulence that we can really ask for. Because here we hear that how just by chanting once the holy name of the Lord, we can really free from all the anarthas that we can think of. And how a devotee becomes so powerful. Like here, Parikshit Maharaj, he had doubt when he heard that Priya Brata, with his kind of bow, once he just tried to string that bow, right? All the universes, they were getting terrified. He had created another sun. With his chariot, he created the 7 oceans. What kind of a magic this Priya Brata is doing? Parikshit Maharaj had doubt. That's how Sudhir Goswami spoke this verse. Don't be amazed. Yes, Lord is wonderful, and more wonderful also is the devotees of the Lord. That's why we see that. Somebody asked, Prabhupada, they said that, we heard that there is a magician called P.C. Sarkar. He brings out something from nothing and takes out, transforms something into nothing. Right? But then Prabhupada asked him one thing: can he really make a magic? Or taking out one person from the cycle of birth and death. But I have that magic. But yes, the magic of Prabhupada is that he made everybody chant Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.
Yes. That's how the magic of Srila Prabhupada. That's what we see. What Priyavrata did, that magic, the Prabhupada is doing that magic now. And Kadam Kalonaswami Maharaj once telling that, yes, Prabhupada has given that magic to everybody else also. What do you have to do? To get that magic, you have to just come for Mangalarati. Or you have to perform Mangalarati. Once we do Mangalarati in the center of the temple, right, or at home, enthusiastically, right? Then yes, the magic also will be kind of coming within your heart also. Yes, our morning program, everything is there, and especially on this month of Kartik Damodar, we should take to our heart that how we take center of the holy name of the Lord attentively. Yes, because of our inattention during chanting, creating a lot of tension everywhere. That inattention leads to tension. But then once we have the attention towards the lotus feet of the Lord, that will give us devotion. So we want tension or devotion. It's within our choice. Yes, we have to invest ourselves in our chanting of the holy name, in serving the lotus feet of the devotees of the Lord. Then yes, Prabhupada can do magic through all of us. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Any questions or comments? One or two? Yes, that's our speaker.
Prabhuji, so like for one point you said, like when you talked about Vela, so even Lakshmi ji is hankering for the dust of the lotus feet of the Lord, but it is something because she's always massaging the lotus feet of the Lord. So what does this mean? Could you please explain to me?
He wants to be part of the Krishna's Madhurya Lila. She is always part of the Aishwarya Lila. She is not part of the Madhurya Lila.
But why it is mentioned that the dust of the lotus feet of the Lord? So especially Lord means here Krishna.
Yes. Any other comments, questions, reflections? Yes.
My doubt is that you mentioned we should really take shelter of the holy name of the Lord. When we are performing our sadhana, that is comparatively, that itself is a Herculean task, but we are completely focused on taking shelter. That's the kind of objective. But that's only like 2 or 3 hours in a day. The rest of the day, when practically we have to go out and work in our office, how do we make sure that we are trying to take shelter that time also? Practically, how do we do it? Because consciousness would be absorbed in different.
Yeah. Very beautiful question. So we just talked about how Priyavrata did the magic. Ya yasya hare dase karmana manasa kriya niklasya avavada jivanuktasya uchita. So if somehow or other we are engaging our karmana manasa kriya, whatever activity we do, our hand, heart and head, all these 3 H, we are engaging in the lotus feet of Lord Hari, H, because he is Sarva Mangala, Hara Hari, Sarva Mangala. He removes all the inauspiciousness. Yes, it is difficult. But as we said that, like this bow, we talked about bow of Priyavrata, with his bow, right? Everybody is getting terrified. Similarly, Satyananda Swami Maharaj is a very nice analogy. He's kind of talks about devotional life. Also, he can put them in analogy of archery. And how he says that, first, as an archer, what an archer does, he makes an aim. Yes, what exactly is the goal of my life? Right? clear. Right? I need to, what exactly I'm really targeting. Yes, there are so many options are there at each point of time, and that goal becomes so much hazy. But then a devotee of the Lord knows that yes, I have somehow or other wasted so many millions of lifetimes in this lifetime also. But now I know that the glories of the lotus feet of the Lord, glories of the lotus feet of the devotees of the Lord, and how they have selflessly sacrificed themselves to give us this nectar, right? How let's not misuse it. I want to make that aim of my life, to receive that dust, and I become an instrument to share that. That's my aim. And then, second step is that once you put that aim, then you put all the effort, right, in pulling that arrow. Right? Similarly, a devotee puts all the effort, in that aim. Right? His body, mind, and words, BMW, whatever the Lord was. He engages in the service of the Lord. Yes. Like aligning ourselves, prioritizing everything else in the service of the Lord. Yes, there are challenges, there are obstacles, but then those obstacles, I see that like, okay, oh Lord, this is part of my service. This is part of my service. This is how, because whatever I'm trying to do, either the responsibilities of corporate responsibility or family responsibility, I'm not doing it to enjoy myself. This I'm not doing, just to get more and more, things for my enjoyment. I'm just trying to do it as a trustee that Lord has given to me, and to best of my capacity, to best of my capability, I'm offering it to yourself. At the time, as we discussed in the very beginning, right? We talked about different stages. What are the stages we covered? First is that we need something, we need some opulence to do bhakti. And the second thing, what we said, second stage, I leave everything, because they are creating now disturbance. And let me leave my job, let me leave my family. Yes, we go to that stage. And the third stage, and then we come to the stage where we say that, okay, irrespective of opulence, non-opulence, the facility, without facility, I'm surrendering myself to the mercy of the Lord. And then as we progress, then we realize that, oh Lord, that I'm really getting scared, whatever I'm really getting, all this puja, love, pratishtha, please take care, that I don't get distracted with all this. Right? And then the fifth stage we talk about, that we realize that yes, the association of the devotee is the most precious thing that I have, the most privileged things that I have, and I need to prioritize to get the association of the devotees. So I put my effort there, and then the third stage is what? First, you make aim. Second, you put all your effort. Third, you release it. Let go. Have it छोड़ दो. फिर भगवान के हाथ में. Endeavor and prayer. Right? Put your effort completely, and then don't be attached. ये हो रहा है, नहीं हो रहा है, ये ऐसा होना चाहिए, वैसा नहीं. Leave it to the Lord. Just let go. Just release it. Don't think too much. Don't analyze too much. And at that point of time, this is Lord's plan. We have to accept it. It's very good to analyze. Archer, wow, do something like that. I cannot say like that. Yes.
You have given an analogy of worldwide food and wine and stuff. So, current situation, kids are also getting affected. Everybody is getting affected. How will we get rid of it?
Yeah, Prabhuji, like so unfortunate. So disturbed. Devotee's heart bleeds, and once he sees that what is happening all over. like in premier institutes, right? In IITs, we hear of the suicides, right? Over the last couple of weeks, but so many suicides, in the premier institutes. How people are getting corrupted and so much suffering. Yes, it is very difficult. The world that we are living at this point of time. And as Prabhupada said that if there is a fire, right? Yes, and then we try to escape from that fire. And then second, yes, we try our best to help others escaping through that fire. Yes, as a responsibility, as a fellow citizen, or as a parent, or as a community member, we try our best to give the best, to give our best. Yes, it takes a village to bring up a child. We take the support of each other, right, to bring our children, and we give our best to bring up other kids, whatever way, in building up that foundation. They will come back. Yes, it might happen. They might get distracted. Yes, and whatever we have as a parents is that till the point and the children are with us, right? We give them nice prasad, we give them the nice association, we give them the nice facility so that they can practice to the best of our capability. And after that, release that error. Yes, the last.
This right now, as you said, this world is of instant gratification, and while for pure devotees, when they do devotion, it's a nectar. But for practicing devotees, it looks like Shrama Evahi Kevalam. So it's like when you give exam, you do a lot of hard work. Finally, when you're done with exam, you want to take a break. And in that break, you want to do something which is not related to exam. So with practicing devotee also, when they are not getting nectar, then the devotion looks like shram. And even if you do for 20 hours or 18 hours, after that, you look for instant gratification because the results don't come straight away with the practicing devotees, unlike the pure devotees. So Prabhuji, how to manage that situation where you still continue without looking for instant gratification and that the fall down does not happen?
Yeah, that's very important as a sadhaka. Yes, we need some instant result. But once we think of that instant result, then we think of the situation of all the devatas once they went to pray to the Shatadeep to ask for the mercy of the Lord. Lord didn't come at that time, right away. I'll take care of everything. Lord appeared after so many years, right? All the Sadgarbhas, they appeared, then Lord Krishna appeared, then he went to Vrindavan, he spent 11 years, and then, right, he started slowly, killing Kamsa and all the others, right? So, Lord is also teaching us, right, this quality of patience, right? That there are some things which really need for us to get purified. Right? Because he's saying that this material world is a place of interview. So that he's making us eligible, to go to our, of course, that is not workplace, that is our, the place of Rasaraj, full of bliss there. Because whenever we think of work, we think of a tortured place. But like Prabhupada said that, right? Like we are making ourselves qualified to go there, right? And yes, we think of the gopis. They had a union of maybe 10, 11 years, but they had a separation of more than 100 years, right? And they were waiting. We do Govardhan Parikrama, we see Lota Baba, Ruchika Lota Baba is still waiting. Right? What kind of patience we are talking about? Similar questions one devotee had asked of Guru Maharaj. What kind of patience? How much a Lord is tolerating? He's tolerating for millions of lifetimes. When this devotees will turn his face towards me, and now just for a moment, eternity, right? You have so disobeyed the Lord, and now like you see the kid, right? Like as a parent, you can understand. You do all the din bhar, masti karega. Papa, मैं अभी कर दिया. And he does something nice, and then Papa मैंने किया ना, but दिन भर क्या कर रहा? Of course, not recognizes, right? Like a sakra deva, a little bit also. Right? But then, there's a nice verse also, like sakra deva. So if we get so much by doing little bit on once, we should also be intelligent. If I do so much, how much will I get it? Just like an intelligent person, a wealthy person, he always thinks, "Vichayani, vichayani, vichayani, puna puna." He always thinks that how can I? If I invest 1 rupees, I'll get 10 rupees. I invest 1 lakh rupees, I'll get 10 lakh rupees. I'll invest 1 crore rupees, I'll get 10 crore rupees. So yes, let me continue to invest. Right, and so to get more and more money, this is our investment. Time spending with the Lord and the devotees of the Lord is our investment. And yes, sometimes you don't see that his wealth is growing. Right? But yes, God is watching, and that magic is happening, in a subtle way, and that's what we read in the purport. Yes, we might not be able to see it. Yes, during that point of time, our roots are getting stronger and stronger and stronger. As we are getting more and more attached to the holy name of the Lord, getting the holy, hearing the holy fame of the Lord, our roots are getting more and more stronger. Yes, we should continue to do it. But if we say that, oh, I don't see the tree coming up, it's just a matter of time, it will die out. Have faith in the Lord, have faith in the Acharyas. They are not cheating us. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Samvita Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande ki jai. Please forgive me. I said something which is beyond my realization. I was trying to repeat some of the words of the spiritual master. If you found something good, then please see that this is all coming from our acharyas. We're just trying to repeat it. And if there's some mistakes, yes, these are inefficiency. Please tolerate them. Okay.
Hare Krishna. So we are very thankful to His Grace Sudhir Gopal Prabhuji for taking his important precious time. Like he's back to back giving classes on Sundays. And he took out his time to take us out from the net of triple W's and helping us with BMW and triple H to take us to the bigger H. So we are very thankful. He's very senior, sharing his wisdom with all of us very patiently, but consistently, guiding, many senior devotees, many Krishnas, many youth across and through decades. So we are really thankful to Sudhir Gopal Prabhuji, and in his glorification we will chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. So I'd like to also thank many devotees who are here. Specifically, today we see we have many Gita courses going on, right? Around about 7 or 8 Gita courses going on in parallel. Every Gita course will require a lot of cooking. And even for Sunday feast, there is cooking. going on. So we are very thankful to all the resident devotees, all the base devotees, all the congregation devotees who help in so much of cooking. We are really thankful to everyone. This week we had a visit of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. He visited Tirupati. So many of our devotees went there, had it darshan, took his blessings. So we are graced by his presence nearby Bangalore. A continuation of inviting guests, like we have plans of inviting His Grace Amoglila Prabhuji in end of November. So we have many programs, including we have a separate program for congregation. The probable date is 25th of November, and we'll have a youth, very big youth program, which will be on Sunday, 27th of November. Then we have a disciple of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada. His name is Bhurijan Prabhuji. Bhurijan Prabhuji has also accepted to be in Bangalore somewhere early next year. So we will be finalizing his plans by end of November and confirm the dates. We'll have many other senior devotees who will come and share their wisdom with all of us. We may be arranging some retreats and all also. In line with the question of Shrikant Srinivas Prabhuji about kids involving in internets and everything. So we have organized a parenting seminar with the help of Her Grace Madhumati Pushkarni Mataji. So this seminar will be held at IBC here on 5th of November. Then there will be another seminar on 12th of November in IBC Kanamangala. And then there will be a follow-up seminar on 10th of December again here, right? So we are planning something for all the parents. A message will go out to all of you. We are also planning to come up with an organized, we'll be supporting kind of from an infrastructure point of view and also from a guidance point of view to all the parents who want to homeschool their kids. So, just to let you know that there will be more details coming in this line as well. Then we have Her Grace Madhumati Pushkarni Mataji also supporting the Vaishnavi Forum. I think so yesterday she came. So she's consistently guiding them. Every week she takes their classes. So we are thankful to her. I'm thankful to all of you for continuing to attend the Sunday programs and all the programs and supporting the centers across ISKCON Whitefield. So now we'll have Narsimharti. Okay, so before that, I want to check if someone has come for the first time to the center. Yeah, we'd like you to please come here. We have some gifts for you. We request His Grace Sudhir Gopal Prabhuji to please hand over the gifts to newcomers.
Please come forward.
Very thankfully.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. So we request all of you to please keep coming. We also have a special guest here today. We have parents of Charu Krishna Charan Prabhuji. His mother and father are here. So we request His Grace Sudhir Gopal Prabhuji also to please hand over the gifts to them. And we thank these parents, who have really given their wonderful son in services of Srila Prabhupada and who is helping us so nicely. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. So just because this is a Kartik month, we'll have Damodas to come now and then we'll have Prashad. Hare Krishna. Is there any Mataji who wants to Shirisha Hare Priya?